mistakes at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He makes the grab. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. On the run here, taking a deep shot. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down. The Rebels bring their punt team onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. And the coverage team pens him in and brings him down. The offensive coordinator bringing in some more blockers on the field. It's the full house. They'll hand it off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. So Kirk, Boise State is in front. And at the end of the 1st quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the 2nd period. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Here's the option play. Pitches to the back. Breaking free at the 35. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push.
Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Not much of a return, but the pick ends. Sets the offense up at the 33. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They'll tackle him out across the 20.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Same tailback, another carry. And he will make the 1st down. Tackled at the 26.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket. Breaks loose at the 40. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
And the Rebels lining up here on 1st and 10. Play action fake, looking to throw. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Slow that time. Well, Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And here comes the Boise State offense back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Breaks loose at the 40. And they're finally able to stop him. But great execution on the screen pass. Fooled the defense there.
Well, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. And I think in the process, Chris, they sent a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
Going to try to use his legs here. Gets loose, able to scramble for a solid gain.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And now trapped behind the line. It'll be a short loss.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, you're going to have to keep your eye on that defensive end. If he collapses down inside to the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself as a quarterback to the outside. Now, if he stays outside, you're going to go ahead and leave it in the running back's belly. In this case, he pulled it and got some good yards himself.
It's an option look. Pitch to the back. They make the tackle, but enough for a first down. Textbook execution on the option.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, the linebacker is really the quarterback of the defense on this play. Diagnosed that read quickly and executed it flawlessly. He just flew in and blew up the option play for a loss.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
The completion picks up about 8 yards, but sets up a fourth down play now.
You know, on a slant route, you'd like to see some big yards after the catch. But the defense has such tight coverage, there's just nowhere to go. That's a win for the defense, even though they gave up a completion.
They've already converted once on fourth down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Here's the second down play.
Here we go.
There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Oh, and he dropped it over the middle and some... Now brings up third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. It's a shotgun run call. Gets past the tackler into open space now. Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now. And the Rebels will bring their punt team on the field now. And the returner will be brought down. And the Boise State offense is back out on the field. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. And now the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Steps out of bounds, but not before a huge gain on the ground.
What a job by this back. Keep moving those legs, and he picks up big yards. The defender's just bouncing off of him. Nobody wraps him up. And look at all the yards he picks up.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down.
Lizzie. Lasso.
Keeping it on the ground here. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call.
Holding. Offense.
Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be?
Come on, set.
So early movement from the offense. That'll push him back 5.
False start. Offense.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. This line getting set up. It's a first down play.
Set. Ready.
They'll run the option. The back's got it on a pitch. Crosses the 30.
How about that? You get all these yards on the ground, and yet you're still short of the first down marker. I don't know if I've ever seen this. Obviously, I think they called this play just to keep it safe, avoid the interception, set up for a punt.
And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Well, the offensive line is so caught up on communicating to pick up the defensive lineman, nobody picks up the middle linebacker on the blitz. He gets the sack.
Pass complete on a crossing route. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page.
Ready.
The coach decides no field goal attempt. The offense is out there to go for it on fourth down. They call the draw play here. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth. and they will take over on downs now.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
He spins out of a tackle. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Receiver makes the grab, and the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. Second down play coming up. And the quarterback dropping back. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look. They'll make an adjustment before this important play. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down. The Rebels will bring their punt team onto the field. Back out to punt for the fourth time today. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. One more play before they head to the locker room. Looking to throw it on first down. And the freshman making an impact play there. And the offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Just time enough for one more play in the half. They look to throw it here on second down. He's moving out of the pocket. After a lot of time to scan the field, fires this one to the right. Fired into a tight window and picked off. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense. And the Rebels will kick it off to begin the second half. Return begins inside the 10. Gets it to the 25-yard line, and that's where they'll start the drive. And here comes the Boise State offense back out on the field. Offense moving to a bunch formation. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. Defense surrounds him, just a short gain on that completion.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Send the back in motion. Looking to pass here on second down. Short connection to the tight end here. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
First down and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. The pass rush closing in. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. And the Broncos getting set on 1st and 10. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down. So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. 2nd down, looking to throw it. There's contact on the throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
He'll pitch it. Running with purpose. Finds room at the 30. Brought down after a big gain and a 1st down. Defense, no answer for the option that time. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Hand off to the right side. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid gain. Stay ahead of the chains.
The Broncos are in the red zone now. Pass not complete, but there was a lot of contact there, and here comes a late flag.
Pass interference. Defense.
Man, playing defensive back has got to be the toughest job out there right now in college football. You get isolated on islands against these freaky, talented receivers. It's hard enough to be able to stay up with it.
Touchdown, Boise State. They'll take the lead in the 2nd half.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And they've got the returner corralled. And the Rebels offense back out on the field. The last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Okay, ready?
Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. The punter has been very busy so far. Can they finally convert here on third down? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line. And the Rebels will line up to boot it away. And this drive moves backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He boots it away from inside his own end zone. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. And the Boise State offense is back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? So first play of the drive coming here. They'll start at their own 49. They'll run it here. Powers through the tackle. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Now they'll run a draw play. Fighting off the defender. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Offense getting set. Second down play here.
Green 25. Ready, go.
They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Now somebody up there got a little too antsy at the line of scrimmage.
False start, offense.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage.
Okay.
An important third down attempt for this offense.
Yankee blue. Yankee blue.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And they pick up the first down at the 23, getting closer to the red zone.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
And the Broncos pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. Throws it to the right. Caught near the goal line. And he will score. Touchdown, Broncos. So the offense flexing, Kirk, and stretching the lead here now in the second half.
Well, you can catch your breath here a little bit if you're this offense. That touchdown can help you out. But now your own defense can help you preserve the lead so you can go back out and continue to build upon that to the finish.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. They tack on the PAT. It's a 2-touchdown lead now, 28-14. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's got it inside the 15. And he's brought down at the 28. That's where the drive will start. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Here's the first play of the drive. They start at the 28. Off the play fake on first down. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Not a great return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out a scoring threat. They'll set the up. The offense now has great field position to start the drive. Here's the handoff. Runs right over the defender. Refusing to be brought down before gaining first down yardage.
Boy, another nice gain by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
The Broncos are in the red zone. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
He'll toss it to the back. And it's a touchdown, but there is a flag down. Let's check out the marker.
Holding. Offense.
So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards.
Okay, ready?
Important second down play coming up.
Under. Lasso. Go.
Hand it off for a draw. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game.
Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover.
Play by this defense, trailing in the second half. Really, the only way you can get back into this game is create turnovers. Ball's on the ground, they pounce on it, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
Escapes the sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Tough spot here, 2nd and long from their own 13. Quick pass, here comes a jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
I love the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little bit lacking on that one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board on that call.
Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. The Rebels will have to kick this away. It's a rough drive for the offense. Punter comes on and booted away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. Now they finally stop him, but he found a nice lane in that return. Puts the start of the drive in good position. And here comes the Boise State offense back out on the field. They moved it well last time, got across the 50, but then fumbled the football away. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Fires it on the move. And he pulls in the catch. Tackle made after a big gain.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Touchdown, BSU. This offense really clicking. A quarterback who can escape and score. What a weapon for that offense.
Well, quarterbacks with legs like this are so much harder to prepare for and defend than your more traditional quarterbacks. That kind of speed, that kind of creativity makes it almost impossible to defend him and keep him cooped up all game.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. Return starts inside the 15. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And they'll run it out of the shotgun. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And they'll stop him after a short gain. Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores.
4-2 Spider. Ready, go.
Can he make it to the marker? They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
On the double.
And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play.
Get set, get set.
Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Receiver makes the catch. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Getting set. Here's second down.
Let's go.
And he'll set up to throw. Down he goes. A sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. And it falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. Big play for this defense. And the Boise State offense is back out on the field. Outstanding field position to begin this drive. Play action here on first down. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. Incompletion makes it second down. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Looks like he's going to run it. In the clear at the 25. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. And the Broncos with first and 10 here. And he drops back in the gun. Short throw, running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. And the offense now operating in the red zone. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Touchdown, Boise State. And this one is getting ugly.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All he had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the powerful Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on fourth down in their end and got stopped. And looking to throw now on first down. Catch made over the middle. Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a first down.
It's really good timing here between the quarterback and the receiver. And how about the receiver downfield? Does a nice job of finding that open space in the zone of the defense. And as a defense, you're just basically throwing your hands up in the air because they had that covered relatively well. Just a good play call and good execution.
On the double.
First down and 10 now.
Green 25.
They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Running back grabs it on a screen.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Ready?
First down here for this offense.
Slap.
Looking to throw it again. Running back has it on a screen now. And the tackle is made. This screen pass there produces a solid gain.
Okay, ready?
Pass complete. It's second down now.
Easy.
Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He's going to pull it down and run.
Get there. Get there.
Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. Only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the first down.
Ready up.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. Ready, go.
There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. The pocket breaking down. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long.
Cricket.
Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. The pass is intercepted. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And here comes the Boise State offense back out on the field. They really had the defense off balance in the last possession, mixing the run and pass. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, that's going to go down as an incompletion, obviously, but I like that the quarterback showed his ability to escape, broke loose from the pocket, and put the ball on a string, but he just wasn't able to come up with that completely.
And a sophomore making an impact play.
Now, that's the one thing about a guy that always feels that he can rely on his legs. He's always trying to make a play, and this time he just wasn't able to get away from the defense, and that is a big loss for the offense.
Here we go.
They'll try to run it with the option. Pitch play to the back. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up.
The offense has a big play here, but they really put themselves in a hole on first and second down. That's why they've needed to try to play catch-up. They get some great yards there on third down, but it's still fourth down. Can they pick up the first?
Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Good execution. Gets a block and gets the first down.
I thought the defense did a pretty good job here on this fourth down, but how about the quarterback? Throws an absolute laser to get that one in there for the first down.
The Broncos have first and 10 here. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Well, heck, if they hadn't dug themselves such a big hole, what a positive play here, using that jet motion and that touch pass to pick up some huge yards and giving them a chance anyway of trying to come up with a first down.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. Fights through a tackle. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed, along with really dominant offensive line play.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10.
Jackrabbit. Ready.
Quarterback drops back. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Finding some room at the 25. Touchdown, Broncos. And the route is on.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play called, and continuing to put points on the board.
And they tack on the extra point. Now they get set to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here.
Okay, ready.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the sophomore has got him for a sack.
Man, how impressive have these guys been in this football game? I really expected to see a very different outcome with the hype of this quarterback and the way he's played most of this year. But this defense has held him under 200 yards passing. They've got a nice lead, and they are not sitting back and resting on their laurels. They're applying more pressure, and they come up with a sack here.
We'll see if they can overcome the sack. 2nd and very long. And we've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. This big guy's up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. Throws to the tight end. Oh, and it's dropped. Nearly intercepted by an excellent defender. Don't see that very often. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Oh, and another incompletion. And the Rebels will line up to punt it away. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. And the Boise State offense is back out on the field. This has been a tremendous performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches. Run out the clock and let the party begin. The defense setting up to go against this heavy formation. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he...
Breaks clear, end zone ahead. Big play across midfield. They'll spot it near the 36.
Hey, when it's your day, it's your day. This offense, and especially this running back, enjoying a monster day, putting up huge numbers and having a nice, big, comfortable lead.
And they'll run it on the jet sweep. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Man, I love this call here by going with the jet sweep. They get the ball in the hands of an outstanding playmaker. He gets around the edge and gets into space with that kind of speed. He's dangerous.
And there's the handoff. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. Clear movement before the snap, and it'll be a false start.
False start, offense.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course.
On the set.
Now it's 2nd down here. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments.
Igloo. Hornet.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Looking to the end zone. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line. Well, this one ended up being a blowout, Kirk. They get the W, but they also make a pretty strong statement here today.
Yeah, I thought this game would be a lot closer, at least closer than how things ended up. But give credit to this team for coming out with a good game plan and just dominating the game.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.